Spencer Lawrence, lettings director of Paramount, a London letting agent, big in the game. How have you used COVID in terms of staff retention, growing your business, motivating them to your advantage to enable Paramount to be better in the future? Talk to me.
So after the initial shock and being scared, like everyone else, the knee-jerk reaction was to send everyone home and then ascertain what we needed, where the gaps were. And we moved very quickly from an estate agency to a community agent. And we were a drop-in centre for food banks. I was there by myself for 9 weeks. We had people working from home. Lots of different challenges, ups and downs, lots of things we learned. We embraced tech. The idea was a very much focus on the people, not the business. And actually, I think that launched us from doing, a long jump into a triple jump within a very short space of time. Where are we now? It's a completely different place. I've read a fantastic book several times in the summer last year called Powerful by Paddy McCord about Netflix and her journey there. And I wanted to use it as a launchpad to create a completely flexible environment, which is light years away from my days when I started at Paramount, where people were operating in a space, doing work that they love to do, in a flexible working environment, as many holidays as required, whenever required, working from home, in the office, treating people absolutely like adults and trusting and believing in them. And at a higher level was getting everyone to believe in the process, for them to feel part of what we're trying to do. We used that difficult period to recruit new members of the team.
What, you took more people on?
7 people were recruited during that period, with a view to growing the business, reducing the pressure on the existing team. We want everyone to work at 80% capacity with smiles on their faces. So we've got people who are the early birds. They come in super early and do their thing. And I've got people who are working at their natural best at 10 p.m. So people can pick and choose how they work on a daily basis. And if some people want to work on the weekend, a couple of them do. But we want to get that real balance throughout the team where people have an absolute sense of downtime. And we've actually, what we call it, unplug people from the office. So, I just have a quick look at my emails. Well, they can't, because we'll unplug them from the server. So then they can embrace their own personal time, whether that be with family, friends, or walking in a park by themselves, but complete and utter headspace away from the work environment. It's quite scary at times. And it's something I keep on checking in. Have I made the right decision? And I keep asking the team, have I made the right decision? From a recruiting perspective, recruiting's become a lot easier. And it's just a fun environment. It's something different, it's new. And we're working on it to make it better for everyone moving forward, with a view of looking after the individuals so they look after the business.
What do you think your staff and colleagues would say about that? I know that's what you've said. Would they replicate what you've said? Do you think they're happier?
I think they're much happier. I think there's a sense of sort of disbelief a little bit. There's still people, I'm not in tomorrow, and people are going back, yeah, you don't need to tell us. So they're getting used to it.
Some people go ask, well, how do I man the phones? How do I know the phones are going to be sorted out?
We have got Moneypenny look after our telephones. There are some slight caveats. So if I'm off and there's a 4-person team, sub-team, then the other 3 will know that they're on and that person is off. Or we can draft someone in from another team if there needs to be 2 people off. So we've created a completely flexible working environment with a deep understanding of what each other does. Because I think in agency, particularly in lettings, they're just accounts down there, or that's the property management section. But actually we all sit together. We move around the office. We can hot desk. So you have a deep understanding. Oh, well, if I do that, that's going to have an impact positively or negatively on my colleague. Oh, I didn't know if I did that, that will make your life difficult. And it's just to avoid that sort of cliquey environment that happens in so many agencies. Oh, where's accounts? They're in the basement. Oh, property managers are down the back. Well, at Paramount, there's new faces moving around the office all of the time.
If anyone's watching this and they just want to pick your brain about the trials and tribulations and the mistakes that you've made, are you happy for someone to contact you through LinkedIn, a boss, and just pick your brain?
For sure. I'd love to.
Good stuff. Find Spencer on LinkedIn. You're finding Spencer Lawrence from Paramount. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
That was good.